Hey guys, so we're going to look at using a chocolate orange to visualize some shapes. So first of all, what we're going to do is jump onto the sort of thing you're seeing at school. And already I've added on the chocolate orange in the places where I think it's going to go. We're going to be able to have a look, see how many faces there are. Okay, faces are flat sides. Okay, there's one, there's one. How many vertices? Let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so basically what we've got is faces, the flat sides, vertices, which are the corners. Okay, we're also going to look at edges, which are these lines here. Okay, now I was sort of hoping this would be a cube. It's not, it's a cuboid, because that's a rectangle, though it is a square at the top. That makes a cuboid. So, anyway, but let's see what we've got. I've already opened it, but I resisted eating the chocolate. So, now then, we're also going to look at the net in the end. Now, I've used a knife because I want to peel this off really carefully. If you're a younger child, you might want to check with your parents that you're allowed to use a knife. Okay, but anyway, let's have a little look. So what shapes have we got in here? We've got obviously the cuboid on the outside, and then on the inside, take this out. Don't do that. Okay, so what we have here is it's roughly spherical. It's not quite a perfect sphere. It's slightly flattened at the bottom, which means that it sits nicely. Okay, but it is a sphere. So one of the things that lots of kids get wrong with this one is how many faces does this have? Okay, just shout it out. Can't hear you. Okay. Well, we're going to see if you're right later, because I'm going to resist eating that straight away. So what we're going to do here, and hopefully you've got your own chocolate orange in front of you, so you can be doing exactly the same as what I'm doing. I'm just going to very easily, cutting away from me, just going to prise that open to open up my net. But before I do, I should have counted the sides and the faces. So I've got to reconstruct it. So let's pop it back together. Hope you haven't cut yours up. So here we go. We've got the side with the ingredients. We've got one here. We've got one on the other side, haven't we? Then we've got one here and one here, yeah? And then one here and one here. Three lots of two, isn't it? So look, 1, 2, top, bottom. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. Make sense? Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and back to the start. Okay, so we've got 6 faces. Edges. Okay, edges. These are these lines here. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now I've also got 4 more edges at the top. Do this on your own box, okay? And then 4 more at the bottom. Don't start eating the chocolate yet. Okay, so we've got 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 4 around the outside, which makes 12. Vertices, the corners. Well, how many corners have you got? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the same on the other side as well. Let me turn it round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4 is 8. So you'll be quite relieved. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller and grab my pen so we can write in here straight away. A cuboid has got 6 faces. Am I right? It's got 8 vertices and 12 edges. So unfortunately, I'm going to make myself bigger now so we can see the net. We're going to open this up now. I got carried away and opened it up at the start. So ignoring all the tabs that they put on these in order to make it gluable, okay? Ignoring all the tabs, look at the shape. Look at that net, okay? So we can actually start seeing where the nets are, okay? And then you can start drawing some of these in your book, start visualizing them, start building them, just tucking away some of those tabs. I mean, if you want to, you can even cut those tabs off. I've got a pair of scissors here. We can cut those tabs off. What I want to do, so I want to ask you a question. What if I move it? Well, first of all, that will make a cuboid, right? If I fold that back up, see, makes a cuboid. Obviously, I've just unfolded it. But if I was to cut this one off here, it's going to cut along here with a pair of scissors. Okay. And I'm going to move that here. Will that still make a cube? Well, let's have a look. So there you go. There's all the side bits. There's the bottom bit folding up and the top bit folding up. Now, if you've got some glue, you can practice with this. Okay, I'm going to open it up again. What if I put that tab here? What happens this time when I fold it up? Is that going to make a cube? Do you see? This one overlaps. So this is a really useful game that you can play just to see how you can build up your different nets. So that's the cuboid. So let's see how you do with that. Next one we're going to do is the sphere or the nearly sphere. Come on, it's chocolate. It's going to taste better than the football, isn't it? So let's have a look. How many faces has that got? Remember, with the cuboid, a face was the flat surface. Well, this isn't flat, is it? But does that face ever stop? Watch my finger. Does it keep going all the way around, no matter where I go? Absolutely. How many faces do you think that's got? Have you changed your mind? How many? Well, let's open it up. This is the bit I've been waiting for. So I think I'll take this bit off. Actually, I know. I do like these. So just take this off now. Basically, here's the surface of my sphere. Okay? And it's coming off. It's being peeled off. Okay? And I'm going to eat the chocolate later. So look, I've just flattened this out. Can you see? How many faces has my sphere got? It's got one, hasn't it? I know it's got two sides, but it's one face. Make sense? Okay, so let's have a little go at this. And have you eaten your chocolate yet? I hope so. Not yet. So we've got one face, we've got no vertices and no edges. Okay? So now you can have a piece of chocolate. And while I'm eating this, let's try the assessment question.